RenKupo King himself, I have Sephiroth.
Can I unlist this video? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to quite possibly the most difficult video I will ever have to make. Some of my takes in the past have been, quite off. I didn't really have my content or information peer-reviewed until recently. I'm getting a lot better at that, trust me. Don't worry, taking extra steps nowadays to make sure the information I have is as accurate as can be. Back then, I kind of just did my own research and flapped my mouth. That's basically what happened. So in light of that, we're gonna go over my controversial takes, and we're gonna see what opinions of mine changed and which ones are the same. Let's go. I'm just gonna go down the list. When did I really start getting big flack? This was the Leo video. All right, let's go here.
Leo's pros.
What in the... Why did I put... God. Okay, my thought process with this. Leo, with some of his skills, did roughly the same amount of HP attacks as Tifa, the single target DPS queen at the time. My thought process was, like, he was able to deal that same amount of HP attacks with some of his moves, and also he was a linked attacker. I thought adding those things up together made him the best single target DPS. I know. I will say, though, in terms of probably total overall damage, I might still give Leo the edge over Tifa, but in terms of practicality and which unit would I just bring for a single target DPS, I would definitely pick Tifa. She's much easier to use, and Leo's follow-up attack, while it is a linked attack, you can only trigger it when you're targeting one enemy on the field, and more often than not, you're gonna have two enemies on the field. So Leo is a bit more of a hassle to use, in my opinion, than Tifa, if you were just going off of a single target DPS. All right, we're just gonna go down the list. What was the next one? Hold on. All right, if there's one thing that's not controversial, is I got some fire thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, buddy. Here we go. I made a top 5 DPS. This was when I still ranked the units, by the way. I don't rank them anymore. With that being said, let's get started. Number 5, I have Rex. Already wrong. Already wrong. Rex should be much higher, but let me cook. Let's see if I say something right. He's a fantastic DPS unit. What makes Rex deal some of the best damage in the game? At least I got that right. Give me some credit here. But also to mention, he has a really broken FR. Very easy to attain, and it's also... I'm not sure about that. Well, let's go over Rex Force conditions again. Let me see his FR conditions. Were they really that easy to hit? Thunder ability, active special buff, so it's overhead. Nah, that's not very generic. I mean, it's not a bad FR, but again, no FR cap-ups, and the FR itself is not the easiest to attain because you need an overhead. And if we're talking pure HP attacks, pure numbers, Rex matches up with the rest of the units I'm going to list, if not more at times. At least I said that. Put him at number 5. The reason being is because his BT effect only lasts 6 turns. No matter how slow you are, even if Rex isn't a fast attacker, you only have a very short space to where you can deal Rex's damage. I would argue his damage ceiling when his BT is on more than compensates him having a short BT effect. His damage potential even now with his force level 50 is incredible. It's still really good. I put RNA at number 4. I'm so glad I don't rank units anymore. Now, as much as I'm raving about her, there is one tiny with Arenea's kit, in my opinion. One tiny what? What? That was an editing error. Going higher up in the DPS list. It is the fact that her FR isn't the most accessible. Her FR being active is what... I mean, that's true, but you could just find another generic FR with the 50% cap up, so that's not really an issue. The most of her HP cap ups. However, the fact that you need to break or delay with every single move you do in order to get full numbers from it, it's a bit difficult. And if you don't build your team accordingly, Arenea's FR might not actually be that good. Now, keep in mind, I emphasized if you don't have the right team compositions. Because if you do have the right team compositions and you pair her up with the right people, ironically pairing her up with some other... I would argue you don't even need to really team build around her. She's more than capable to hold her own in most teams. If you don't use your FR, you use another generic FR with the 50 cap up, you're pretty much good. Apart from her FR, there's no real need for your allies to be launching or breaking besides her. And if we're talking about her at her best, she's easily at that number 3, number 2 spot. You just gotta know how to really abuse her kit.
God have mercy upon us.
I don't agree with my reasoning. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know about that.
My list is Lightning. Similar to Arenea, she's a very fast attacker with a lot of HP dumps and a very long...
Not nearly as much as Arenea. Lightning and Arenea aren't even comparable, in my opinion. Overall, my opinion on Lightning as a DPS, I would not put her 3. She would, for me personally, she'd probably be last. Now, this is quite possibly the biggest meme that I've ever had on me.
RenKupo King himself, I have Sephiroth. Well, Sephiroth, what the hell? Who is this man? Why is he above lightning? Why is he...
Can I unlist this video? Look how confident I sound. Look how confident I sound.
Is he above Rex? Who is this rando?
He should not be above Rex. That's the thing. So of all the units, I mean, I'm not going to tell you who number 1 is. You should already know who it is. It's Astos, okay? Spoiler. But if I had to give Sephiroth a new placement, it would be number 4. Rex is going to be number 2 because he deals the most damage out of everyone besides Astos. And then number 1 will be Astos, of course. Sephiroth number 2. What the f was I on? What was I on? I might need to redo top 5 DPS, bro, because this is... Oh my... I can't even watch the rest of my Sephiroth bit. Moving on, let's have another one that I got memed to hell for. Where is he? Where is he at? Here we go. Where's my girl? There she is. Okay, let's go over these.
Locke's pros. He is a top tier DPS now.
No, he's not. Let's go over my pros first. So top tier DPS, wrong. GG and MS goated. I mean, it's a good move. Instant turn rate, 16 HP attacks on a single person. But again, that's not as impressive as a move that does 16 AoE. That doesn't happen with Locke. 16 HP attacks, it sounds like a lot, but it's only a single target. It's not as strong as if you had a move that dealt 9 AoE HP attacks, 10 AoE HP attacks. That's more impressive than only 16 single target. That's what I failed to realize. Parties on Unbreakable, that can be a pro at times. It's not exactly practical nowadays, but party ignores defense. I mean, we have Kina Setzer, defense, who cares? Both auto and direct healing. I mean, I will say I have used his skill to heal every now and then. I wouldn't say it's like an amazing burst healing option. I more or less just used it as an emergency and I needed to heal for the HP requirement. Strong FR for melee, I disagree. His FR isn't generic at all. It requires an overhead. No party list. I don't know why I have that as a con. Locke isn't supposed to be a tank, but okay. It's probably the biggest con that I agree with. Locke has a lot of self buffs. It's hard to fit in other buffs if your allies need to buff him still. Let's see what my overall rating.
My should you pull rating for Locke is a big S.
No. It's not. It's not. If I had to go back and change my rating, A to an A+, I think that's fair. I would not even give him an S-, to be honest. He doesn't really offer a whole lot that support units don't already give you. A lot of his effects that I kept boasting about, more or less weren't that important. This was a very biased take. On the opposite spectrum, let's go to Enacro. What did I say about her?
Her pros. Enacro's DP.
Turn deletion is nice to have. Who brings Enacro for the turn deletion? Why did I even put that? Finally, as party Holy Dark Enchant. Sure, even numbers are aesthetically... They are aesthetically pleasing. I got that right. Yeah, let's look at the cons. Damage is inconsistent. I don't know what I was going through with that. I guess it's because the EX RNG thing. No, I would say her damage is pretty consistent with DFO units. Slow without party help. I mean, her turns are just normal. I don't know why I put this for her specifically and not anyone else. Maybe I was just looking for more stuff to find. I could have definitely done a better job here. I forgot what rating I gave her. What rating did I give her?
Why should you pull rating for Enacro is an A.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, absolutely not. What? Did I not have my coffee in the morning when I made this? Hold on. Wait, definitely not A tier. Much higher. If I had to give her a rating now, S+, somewhere on those lines. No, why did I put A? Why?
It's too much.
Now, those were among probably the worst takes I've had. There's another one that, in my opinion, probably might be the worst take I've ever had. There's a take that I'm surprised I didn't get more flack for. Hold on, where is she at? Where is she? This right here.
This is pros.
All right, this one right here. Damage is very respectable. What world? What world is her damage respectable? Her damage is terrible. Why did I even put this in here? All right, let me see my reasoning. High HP cap ups for herself. Sure. 90 cap up for herself with her BT. Let me see the LD 5 AoE. That's not that impressive. I might unlist this too.
Why should you pull rating for This is an S-.
No. I would give her probably an A. Her role of making everyone being able to delay, I mean, it's cool for a niche thing to try out every now and then, but is it a meta thing that you're gonna be using every boss fight? No, absolutely not. There are other ways to make sure your parties have consistent turns, and again, why did I say her damage was respectable? I should have... Pretty bad takes as a Opera Omnia content creator, and since I'm going to be continuing on with these should you pulls, I definitely get other people's opinions on it, because researching it myself and only analyzing their kits myself is not going to work. I now know that I need to do a better job with these things, and I'm trying. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!